Once upon a time, watches were little round instruments used to tell the time. The use of watches was such an ingenious method compared to the local way of listening for the cock's crow that ownership of watches automatically became a symbol of wealth. It wasn't until the Industrial Revolution that accurate timekeeping became every Tom, Dick, and Harry's business due to developments like nationwide public transportation, especially by rail. Countries like England encouraged the common people to own portable timepieces for the sake of punctuality. However, the earliest brands did not lower their target market and continued to produce exceptional and luxurious watches aimed at the 1% of society. The constant competition of these brands to outdo one another in creativity, technology, engineering, and worth birthed several amazing, extraordinary watches, 12 of which we would be exploring today. 1. The Chopard 210 Carat. This particular watch should be a tourist attraction on its own. The Chopard 210 Carat is made up of 874 different diamonds of various shapes, sizes, colors, and carats. The work of art boasts 3 large heart-shaped diamonds in the center of the watch, one a 15-carat pink diamond, a 12-carat blue diamond, and a 11-carat D-color diamond that all spring apart and open up like a flower in the sunlight at the posh of a spring to reveal the tiny circular yellow diamond that actually tells the time. The Chopard 210 Carat is actually more of a fancy, pricey bracelet than an actual wristwatch. It was made in the 2000s and is priced at an estimate of $26 million, making it the second most expensive watch in the world today. No, we're not kidding. There's a watch that cost over $26 million. 2. The Breguet No. 160. Also known as the Marie Antoinette or the Mona Lisa of watches, was designed by Abraham Louis Breguet. It was commissioned in 1783 by Count Hans Axel von Fersen as a gift to the then French queen, Marie Antoinette, who he supposedly loved. It was completed in 1827, 44 years after the commission and 34 years after her death, by Louis Antoine, son of Abraham Louis Breguet, who initially began the crafting of the watch. That's not creepy at all. The unique watch included a perpetual calendar which could tell the date, day of the week, month, and independent second hand, a thermometer, repetition of minutes, quarters and hours, and equation of time, all within a diameter of 66 millimeters. It also featured a self-winding mechanism equipped with a full platinum oscillating weight. The watch incorporated every function known at the time, with gold replacing brass wherever possible. It is not for sale and currently housed in the Mayer Museum in Los Angeles and priced at $30 million. 3. Hublot MP05 La Ferrari. This watch was birthed from the partnership between Swiss luxury watch brand Hublot and Italian exotic car brand Ferrari. The super watch is comprised of 637 components and is brought together either in clear sapphire or black titanium. Although relevantly way cheaper than the other mentioned masterpieces, this work of art and engineering is valued at the same price as a Ferrari car itself. The engineering showcased through the clear sapphire emulates the engine of a Ferrari supercar. The watch boasts an impressive 50-day power reserve and comes with a small kit which includes a Hublot drill for the winding of the watch. There are only 50 pieces that exist of this particular watch. Now, that's what you call exclusivity. 4. Jacob & Company Astronomia Tourbillon. This unique watch is dedicated to placing a miniature universe on your wrist. The Astronomy Tourbillon has 235 parts that work together to not just tell the time, but showcase the spinning process under a coverage of transparent sapphire crystal lined with a beautiful rose gold color around the edges. It has 4 satellite arms that rotate around the dial. The first satellite rotates around the circumference of the dial every 20 minutes. Another satellite has a hand-painted globe that imitates the Earth at its tip. And the satellite directly opposite it has a D-color, 18-carat diamond that imitates the moon. While the last satellite features the tourbillon spinning constantly within its cage every minute, it has a backdrop made from avantherium and speckled with several tiny stars to give the illusion of vastness of space. The timepiece is valued at an estimate of $1 million to $1.5 million. And let me just say, it is worth every penny. 5. Harry Winston Opus 11. This unique masterpiece was inspired by the concept of time explosion. It features 566 parts that all add up to 4 different complicated spinning pieces at the edge of the 45mm surface. These 4 different pieces rotate and are assembled and disassembled by means of epicycloidal gear trains to indicate the hours, while the minutes are indicated by 2 separate discs on a subdial on the side of the watch. It gives the illusion of all the pieces breaking apart into chaos, which lasts for only 2 to 3 seconds, and then reassembles to form the number of the new hour. The winding also allows a 48-hour power reserve and a frequency of 21,600 VPH. The watch is priced at about $250,000 or more. 6. The Ulysses Nardon Stranger Watch. Music box watches are rare, especially ones that run with discs. The Ulysses Nardon Stranger Watch is one of those, and this masterpiece not only tells this time, but serenades you with musical pieces from Freddie Sinatra's Stranger in the Night at the mark of every hour. It can also play desired pieces on demand at the press of a button. It was unveiled in 2013 and has an estimate of $475,000. With only 99 models produced, they couldn't just make it 100? 7. The stainless steel Patek Philippe Ref 1518. This was the first ever perpetual calendar chronograph wristwatch ever produced in a series. It was auctioned off at Geneva for a whopping $11 million in the late 2016 and was the most expensive watch in the world before the Daytona Newman Rolex took over at $17 million. The Ref 1518 was succeeded by the 2499, 3970, 5970, and the present-day 5270, but the 1518 remains the pioneer of Patek Philippe production of perpetual calendar chronograph. It was designed and produced in 1941 and owned by elites such as King Farouk, the King of Egypt, and the King Sudan. It is considered vintage and well sought after despite the existence of its successor, and it is also estimated that there are only 281 pieces in existence. 8. The Louis Monet Meteorus Watch. This unique masterpiece is so rare due to the fact that some of the pieces were picked from the moon rock in space. Yes, space. No wonder the watch costs $4.6 million and only has 4 existing pieces. Each of the 4 pieces contains separate rarities that differentiate them. 2 contain rare meteorites, while 1 contains a stone from Mars and the other a moonstone, elements that the common man would hardly ever encounter. 9. The Vacheron Constantin 57260. With 57 different complications being the amount of functions of a single watch is capable of, the Vacheron Constantin is one of the most complicated watches ever made. A team of 3 watchmakers took 8 years to design and assemble this masterpiece of about 2,800 components, all fitted in a 36.5mm surface, encased by a solid 18-karat white gold case. It was sold to a private buyer at a price of $8 million. 10. Hublot Big Bang. This work of art is fitted with 1,280 different diamonds that were scouted from all the ends of the earth. It took a whole year to find the diamonds and have it cut and polished precisely by a well-renowned jeweler. The watch cost $5 million and was purchased by Beyonce as a gift to her husband Jay-Z on his 43rd birthday. Don't you just love love? 11. The Jacob & Co. Billionaire Watch. This watch is handcrafted and is made with 260 carats worth of diamond. It is one of the most luxurious watches ever made and is indeed a billionaire watch valued at $18 million. It was produced in 2015 in collaboration with Italian Flavio Briatore's billionaire fashion label. It was purchased by Floyd Mayweather the same year it was produced. 12. Graf Diamonds Fascination. Graf is a luxury diamond brand which allows them to fit as many precious stones on a watch as they can. The watch consists of 152 carats of clear diamonds with a center cut in the shape of a teardrop 38.13 carat, which forms a ring with a single diamond when detached. The bracelet-like wristwatch was crafted to be worn in a number of different ways and is valued at $40 million. These are our top 12 must-see watches, but here are a few other fascinating but significantly cheaper ones you could check out, especially if you're into unique watches and you're not a billionaire. The faceless Eye of a Storm watch. Zyro Mercury watch, which has a surface that resembles swirling mercury. The Excalibur watch, designed by placing a set of knights with outstretched swords around a table. The Aura Latea, that features just 3 black dots on a plain white circular surface, or the Aura Unica, which features a single clumsy loop of white, both of which were designed by Italian watchmaker maker Dennis Guidon. Dragon Gate Legend watch designed by Cornelius and C. The fascinating time traveler watch that tells you the time from around the world. The Digital Destruction watch that portrays the effects of digitalization in today's world, or even the geeky equation watch if it suits your style. And if you're the goofy type, the Second of Happiness watch that features a smiley face should portray your personality just fine. I hope you enjoyed hearing about these 12 unique watches and their various specialties as much as I enjoyed telling you about them. Let us know in the comments below which watches fascinated you the most and why. Also, let us know if there are any watches you plan on seeing, or if you've seen any before. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell because we have more amazing videos like this one coming soon. Until the next one, keep being tech savvy because tech is the future.